Hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that equips leaders and entrepreneurs to achieve their greatest potential. This show is sponsored by Current Leadership Coaching, and they help entrepreneurs excel as leaders so they can create super teams. Find out more about them at currentleadershipcoaching.com. Well, I hope you're planning to have a great weekend, and since today is the weekend edition, I want to get a little bit more personal by talking about personal decisions. Now, when I think about my personal decisions, it always gets me thinking about one thing, and that is something that is as much a part of me as just about anything else, and that is my values. You see, our personal decisions or decisions we make that directly impact our personal life, both our current situation and our future life, those personal decisions must be grounded around our values, because if they aren't, I just don't think we're going to be as true to ourselves as we need to be. The thing is, I don't think I've made all of my personal decisions based on my personal values. And those decisions that I didn't base on my personal values, I would consider to be my subpar decisions, and the decisions that caused doubt and regret as time went on. So I want to give you a few things that I base my personal decisions on. And I would encourage you to make your own list, because knowing these values up front can save you a lot of time and effort when situations come up that may test your personal values and beliefs. So here's my list. And again, this is only a guide, but this is my list of my most important values. My number one value, and above all else, is my belief and faith in God. And my personal decisions always include me thinking about what is right according to the Bible. I believe the Holy Bible is the true Word of God, and I do my best to spend time reading His Word every day to continuously seek His guidance. His Word has never steered me wrong and has always given me peace in my most difficult decisions. My second most important value is my marriage and my family, and the close relationships that I have. I always try to consider what impact my personal decisions will have on them. Now, some other values that are important to my personal decision-making are as follows, and these are in no particular order. First of all, the freedom that I have in life. I never want to lose sight of that, and how grateful I am to have them. So I'm going to consider how my personal decisions impact any freedom that I may have. Next, the opportunity to continuously learn and grow. One of my strengths is being a lifelong learner, and it brings me peace and joy to dive into new opportunities to learn and grow on a continuous basis. So again, a personal decision for me is always going to try to figure out what kind of opportunity for continuous growth there is. Another value that I consider in my personal decisions is the impact that it'll have on my personal success. I want my personal decisions to keep me on track towards my goals and my vision. Now, of course, success means something slightly different to everyone. So if you've never said what your definition of success is, man, I'd like to encourage you to do so and write it down. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. That's a few of them just to think about. But today's challenge is for you to think about what your strongest, deepest values are and consider what role they play in your personal decisions. Chances are pretty high that you filter your personal decisions through them. However, keeping these values in your conscious mind will help you make sound personal decisions that you'll be happy with for a very long time. And if somebody ever asks you why you are making a certain decision, you'll be able to tell them why with confidence. Hey, personal values don't just play a role with personal decisions. These values impact business decisions as well. And they're what makes up the culture of your entire team. And that is a huge part of what makes a super team. If you think your team is average or maybe even somewhat dysfunctional, I want to encourage you, because you can turn them into a super team. And we can help. We'll be releasing a free 5-part video training series that will focus strictly on how to create and maintain a super team. In addition to the 5-part video series, you will get access to 3 live training Q&As, a group coaching call or 2, and some other special surprises. If you're interested in signing up or simply want additional information, please visit currentleadershipcoaching.com/superteamsregistration. And you can also find that link in the show notes for today's episode. Hey, as always, we greatly appreciate you for listening. Have a great rest of your weekend, and until Monday, run to your challenges.